they've been going through this transitional period over the last few years where they've been phasing out the veterans, that golden generation that won everything from 2008 to 2012. I think they've just been very erratic, and they're bringing through a lot of young talents, a lot of players who didn't really have experience at this level. And I think they've also just gone through a really rough ride at the beginning of this competition, starting with the fact that Sergio Busquets tested positive for COVID, and then Diego Llorente had a false positive, and there was all sorts of things just sort of working against Spain to get to this. Luis Enrique said it was coming. It was coming, that they were going to pop that cava bottle, that it was going to start flowing the champagne, that everything would finally click for them. And I think it just has. I think they've spent some time together now over the last few weeks. They understand how to play with one another. Everyone knows what the root philosophy is of Spanish football, and a lot of these players, whether it's at club level or with the national team, know how to execute that plan to perfection. So I think now that they've been able to play a few games, they have some under the belts, they've been working with Luis Enrique, it's just working all of a sudden for them. They've been able to overcome a lot. And so we'll see. I think things are starting to look positive for Spain again.
You're so right, because there is such a weight of expectation on a player playing for a side like Spain. As you say, there is this changing of the guard. There are these fantastic young players coming through. There are concerns, though, defensively, that they conceded those 2 late goals against Croatia to draw 3-3 before eventually winning 5-3. They've got to be pretty tired, haven't they? I mean, this is why it's been so entertaining, this tournament. It's brutal, and it goes down to the wire in so many matches, but then that has a massive knock-on effect for the next game, doesn't it?
It does, but I think the good news is now that they're out of the group stage, they have a few more days to rest. I think in total they've had about 4 or 5 days, so that will certainly work to their advantage, I think, because